TikTok up here on the screen.
All right.
YouTube.
All right. What's up? Good morning, y'all. Hope you guys are having a good day. Today is Tuesday, June the 2nd. That's for you, TikTok, where you always think we're redoing the same stream every day. Today is Tuesday, June the 2nd, 9:28 a.m. A little bit late this morning, guys. Market open's about to happen. Yeah, I'm Tim. This is Steve with Alpha Flow Trader. What you're seeing on the screen right now is a crude chart. Everything you see, every key level, every supply and demand zone, including these AI signals, are directly out of our tool. Just one indicator to do it all. And you see here the last signal that was called at 8:20 on crude hit a TP2 winner right there for 350. So there we go, guys. Steve, you want to really quickly run through inside outside on what we're looking for? We only have a couple minutes, or do you?
Before the market opens.
Yeah, or to save time, you want to just call it out and I'll switch between screens?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm on ES and NQ right now.
Let me actually. All right, let's do that.
What's up, Gerardo? What's up, Dave? Michael, what's up?
All right, so ES, we just hover over our last signal there. Seems to be an inside day.
Yep, and which, hold on, I'm not seeing that. Oh, you're talking about the 4:45 a.m.?
Yeah. Inside day, yep.
Yeah.
Definitely an inside day still. We would have to get past S4.
Hold on, inside or outside day?
Inside day.
So S3s are in play?
S3s are in play. Look like we've had a few signals off of S3 already.
Yeah, and it's ES, I think, is a good one to call out too, because Steve, you were looking back last night from Asia through this morning, and it had what, 6 back-to-back winners and 1 loss?
Yeah, 6. Yep, starting at about last night, late Asia session around 9:30. We had a winner there, and then a bunch of we had an S4 reversal, and then that S4 reversal turned into about 3 or 4 continuation wins on the way up on that big uptrend. So a lot of activity on ES overnight. But yeah, we are still in an inside day on ES, so that means S3s. All our levels are in play. Every single level in play. Threes and up, and S3s and up, R3s and up.
Yep. So every level in play for ES, NQ, same thing.
Yeah. NQ is an inside day as well, so same thing. All the levels are in play today, guys. NQ's at central pivot right now, and then as far as let's go with Russell. Russell's at central pivot as well, and Russell as well is an inside day. Market just opened, pumping here at the market, heading for R3. Has not touched R3 yet. This is Russell I'm talking about.
Okay, Russell.
Russell
Sorry, let me get
has
on
not
Russell.
touched R3 yet, and that level might be in play here at the open.
So right here at 29.18 on Russell, as he said, inside days, guys. We didn't have a lot of time to go over this morning. Inside days simply means that today's current price is inside the range of yesterday's price. If it's an outside day, that means that price is either already above or below the range of yesterday's price. So inside days, we can trade all of our levels. Outside days, we only trade 4 and up.
Right.
All right, moving to gold.
All right, gold.
Gold and euro.
Gold's at R3 right now. Gold is an inside day as well. It's not a fresh R3 level. It's touched it earlier in London today. Did not give us a signal, did it? Actually, it did. It did give us a winner.
On what's that, gold?
Value area. That was off as the first time it crossed R3.
Yep, I see a TP1 winner here.
Yeah.
415, and then I see right before that there was 2 winners back to back. It looks like.
The first time it crossed R3 was a winner. Then second, and then it got to R4, and R4 gave us a signal as well. The first signal as well was a winner as well, and then the last one, the third one was a winner as well too. So we've had 2 signals off of R4 on gold, both winners, and we have 1 signal off of R3, which was a winner as well.
So if you're keeping track, just between gold and ES, that's about 9 wins over between night and this morning.
Yeah.
Wrong day not to trade Asia or pre-market.
Right.
All right, you want to do euro? Well, I'll look.
Did we do oil and
Dow? Oh, we'll do oil first. Did you do Dow? Oh, I thought you did Dow after Russ. Okay, yeah, let's do Dow. Dow pumping right now
Dow
as
is
well.
pumping real hard right now. Blue Pass S3. And yeah, so let's see. Dow is an inside day as well. So Dow is an inside day heading for R3. Has not touched R3 yet. Yeah, we want to pay close attention to R3. Hopefully, it'll go into R3 into that supply zone directly above it before giving us a reversal signal.
All right.
Oil.
Oil, yeah. Jump over to oil, which also, as you guys saw here, already a winner this morning on oil as well for TP2.
All right. So oil technically right now still is an inside day as well. Oil is it? Yeah, it is. It's an inside day. We're at central pivot. We've already had a signal off of S3, a couple of signals off of S3. Wouldn't be interested if it came back down to S3. It would need to come a little bit deeper, closer to S4 before I'd be interested in oil. Right now it's at central pivot, and it may just keep pumping the rest of the day. We've had some negative news driving oil back up.
Hey, Steve, you got a question here. Which ticker are you thinking would be the strongest plays based on position?
Right now, so yeah, that's what I'm going through right now. So CL is at central pivot, not
a great
CL.
area.
Let's look at Dow again.
Dow an inside day?
Dow is an inside day. Russell is an inside day as well.
So potentially Russell at R4, maybe.
Potentially Russell at R4. It's heading there right now. Don't like to see them pump in with this momentum into our levels. So hopefully it'll slow down and ease our way into R4. But if this one candle touches R4, I'm not interested.
Yeah,
I got to see a little bit of
exhaustion. We talked about that yesterday. Like when you're getting to these levels, yes, you want it to get there, but we prefer it to sort of grind its way there.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, to be a bit more exhausted
and have a lot of momentum going into
right. Yeah, especially one candle right there from S4 to R3 is pretty big deal. Or in Russell's case, from central pivot to almost R4.
Mm-hmm. Well, however, if the indexes do keep pumping like this, I do like ES. ES is on a bit of a hot streak. So if ES can get up to R3,
Right
that should be a good level.
All right, so R3 up here at 76.24. We start thinking a short on ES there.
Yeah.
It's got a lot to get through, right? It's got to get through London high, Asia high, central pivot.
Yep.
And NASDAQ absolutely diverging from ES right now.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Which that's kind of rare. I mean, they do diverge quite a bit, but to see it just complete opposite directions at the same time is wild. Yeah. And I'm thinking that's got to be, if you had the time, you could probably go look at the Mag 7 right now and find a couple of those stocks that are driving NQ down.
Mm-hmm. Not interested in the S3.
Thanks for the question, futures guy.
Did we get we have not gotten a signal off of S3.
Yeah,
actually earlier in this, or probably earlier, like around London, we did get a first S3 loss. But yeah, I wouldn't be interested in S3 for NQ. S4 for sure, but not a S3. Where were we on? Oil. I said oil's at central pivot. Really, oil's in the middle of nowhere. R3, I'd be more interested in S3 on oil.
All right, so we're looking down here for oil. Gold, we'll jump back to gold real quick. Gold just below R3 now.
Yeah, so gold is giving us some good signals off of R4. And
Stony folks, what's up? Yeah, future guys, futures guy 80. We appreciate the questions. Anytime you have questions, guys, that's what we're here for. Just let us know. Happy to talk through just about anything we're looking at or anything we're thinking with you guys. If you're just joining us, I'm Tim. This is Steve to my left with Alpha Flow Trader. Alpha Flow Trader is our suite of indicators that we created just for ourselves, quite honestly, just to make decision making easier for us, and of course to make more money trading, right? But after some time, we started sharing it with friends and family, and we kind of said, you know what, let's put this thing live to the public and see what happens. And we've been doing that for the last 3 weeks or so, and we appreciate the support, guys, whether that's purchasing a subscription for the indicator or even just joining our lives, sharing the lives, whatever. We just appreciate the support, guys, because we're not YouTube gurus. We're not trying to sell you courses or discords. We are just two regular dudes that day trade for a living.
You want to check Euro real
Yeah,
quick?
let's look at Euro right here. Euro looks like one of the lone losers of the overnight and pre-market there so far.
It's got one winner. I got one winner back here at
yeah, one winner, one loser.
Yeah. Now I do like R4. If Euro can get up to R4, if you condense your chart, if you look back, look left on Euro, if you could get up to R4 and above that previous high there,
right here,
around right there, you see
right by right by the Asian point of control or Asian value area high.
Yeah, so we get past R4 and take out those stops up there on that level, and then seek a reversal. I think R4 would be a good one for Euro.
All right, so you guys heard it. So Euro looking for R4, potentially just above R4 based on that liquidity up there. ES already ES, like Steve said, has been hot this morning, so we'll definitely keep an eye on that. It's real ES. The ES, if you guys traded any pre-market or Asia or London last night, our signals on ES went 6 wins in a row just on ES, and then it did take an L, but so 6-1 just on ES alone, 3-0 on gold, 1-1 on Euro. Just it was a really strong overnight and pre-market for our signals today. Big Papa, what's up? Austin, what's up? Welcome, guys. Welcome. Yeah. So, which chart should we look at in live? Let's see here. Russell, maybe. Although it's just,
Russell's pumping up here into R4.
Let me turn these alerts off on ES really quickly. My phone keeps blowing up with these alerts.
Now R4 might not be a bad level on Russell to test out, especially if it slows down here. Would like it if you scroll left on R4 as well.
All right,
on Russell as well. Same
right,
thing shaping up. There's a level here that R4 lines up with. So if it just goes a couple ticks above R4, take out these stops from these previous highs,
right over
gives
here,
a reversal, then yeah.
That's nice. That's right at R4.
Yeah.
So that could be a nice setup there on Russell, guys. All right, let's see. All right, Russell and Dow looking really strong right now. ES and NQ starting to converge again. NQ started the selling, and now you're starting to see ES start to follow along there. We interested in NQ or ES at S3, you think?
At S3?
Yeah. It hasn't really, aside from way back during London.
One should have been a signal off the S3, but I'm assuming because we already had a.
Oh, right here, yeah.
S3. I do see a demand zone down in there. I'd probably respect S4 a little bit more than S3 on ES.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so we got a ways to go there. What about NQ?
Once again, S4 has prior days low there. S3 does have point of control from who is that?
New York.
Previous days point of control at S3. But I do like S4 overall better on NQ as well.
So down here at 3301, guys. Yeah. So for ES looking for longs around 75, 77. On S4 looking around 3301. Dow and Russ are still just climbing. Still climbing, so we'll keep an eye there. Let's see what crude is doing. Crude chopping a little bit. A lot of uncertainty around crude right now with some of the conflicting news and some of the talks with Israel and Lebanon and Iran. So, Dr. P-Cats, what's up, bro? So yeah, so oil, always fun. You see already a nice winner this morning on oil there, a TP2 winner. in the pre-market. So we'll go back and do a count, but I mean, just by my quick math, it looks like between Asia and London last night and then the pre-market this morning that our signals have gone maybe 12 wins, 2 losses, something like that. So a crazy good night if you traded overnight with our signals, which we did not. But definitely a night worth talking about. Like I said, ES this morning, or ES last night through the Asia and London sessions and pre-market, 6 wins in a row on ES off our signals. Can't really get much better than that. It did finally lose one, so 6-1 there, but to win 6 out of 7, 6 back-to-back was big night for ES. Let's see here. Oh, let's see one of the Golds members. Jesse, what's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah, guys, if you're just joining us, I'm Tim. This is Steve. Alpha Flow Trader is our suite of indicators that we created just for ourselves, so we could, help make us more money trading and then just make decision making easier across all these instruments. And as of about 3 weeks ago, we've launched it live to the public. So everything you're seeing on the screen here, these demand zones, these Camarilla pivot levels, this volume area, the purple, these other colored lines are. Hold on one second.
Now Dow has wicked that supply zone above R3, shown us a couple of the last 2 candles have shown us some weak price action. I like the shape of those candles, so let's see.
Yeah, for an R3 short there on Dow.
Let's see what kind of reverse signal we get here.
All right, so keeping an eye here on Dow at this R3 level. Seeing some exhaustion, seeing some down wicks there, so that's something you want to see. Let me go ahead and mute this clown. I have 99% short signals. Okay, buddy, then why are you hawking that shit on TikTok instead of being super rich and chilling on a boat somewhere? Cam, what's up? German, what's up? So yeah, guys, we're watching Dow right now. Potential entry setting up here on Dow. Got about 5 seconds left on this candle. We'll see what happens. For sure, it looks like we might at least get a market shift. I'm not sure. Nope, and we did not.
Not on this one, but possibly if we get another down candle that closes below these last 2 candles, for sure we should get a signal there. May start flashing right now. Let's see what kind of signal it flashes.
All right. All right, so back over here to Dow. See what happens here with Dow. If you're just joining us, I'm Tim. This is Steve. To my left, we're just 2 regular dudes that day trade for a living. We created this indicator that you see on the screen. This signals indicator. Here's what one of the signals looks like. We created it just for ourselves to make money and to just make the decision making easier when we're looking at all these instruments. And as a few weeks ago, decided to launch it live to the public. You can get all the information at alphaflowtrader.com, but you can always just DM us, reach out to us on any of our social platforms or even email as well. You can find most of the information in our bios on the different social platforms. And our socials are at alphaflowtrader, except for X, it's at alphaflowtrades. So yeah, we interact. You guys have questions, let us know. And we'll be happy to answer it here on the live, or you can reach out to us privately as well. All right. Appreciate you guys joining us. We're live on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and X. Although I have to say, disclaimer, we do not really monitor X. So if you're over there, you might want to just come over to either TikTok or YouTube to join the conversation. Mark, what's up? Hector, what's up? Yeah, if you guys are looking at anything, Zoob, what's up? If you guys are looking at anything, you're looking at any markets yourself, let us know too, man. Just jump in the chat, give us your opinions, tell us what you're looking at as well. We'd love to get opinions and see what other traders are thinking, what they're looking at, sort of what their mindset is. So yeah, so just let us know and we will answer you just super quick. BDC, Feinhardt, what's up? All right, so guys, now perfect example. You see this signal flashing. So this is what a closed and confirmed signal looks like. If it's a long, it'll be green. If it's a short, it'll be red. And you hover over it, it's going to give you all the information about that trade, of why it was graded, what it was graded. So now you're seeing on Dow, you're seeing a flash. So notice it's yellow. That's not confirmed. So our signals work on every time frame. We trade on the 5-minute time frame, which means we don't consider, our tool does not consider it a valid signal until that time frame closes. So in this case, once this 5-minute time over here is about 2 minutes left, closes, then that could be a trade for us. Delby, what's up? What's up, guys, on TikTok? We appreciate you guys. Any questions, let us know. We're watching Dow right now. I'm not really, so that's a strong candle. Let's see what it does. I think it's definitely going to give us a signal here. Let's look at the other indexes to see what they're doing. NQ starting to look a little stronger. ES kind of chopping a bit. So yeah, let's see what happens here. We got about 1:33 left. Nancy, what's up? Guys, what's up? Look over here. Let me see Dow. Yeah, Dow looking kind of get some selling pressure. Russell as well, some strong selling pressure now. Got about a minute left till this candle closes. Let's see what happens. See what happens here, guys. Reversal short, strong signal flashing on Dow. Jason, what's up? Nady, what's up? Ira, what's up? If you guys just joining us, Tim and Steve with Alpha Flow Trader, just two regular dudes that day trade for a living. We're not trying to sell you courses or discords or any of that stuff. Just this simple indicator that's on your screen that's giving you every key level you see here, as well as these signals, right? And you see right now it's flashing a signal. It is not confirmed until 30 more seconds. Ira, good morning. How you doing? So we'll see what happens here on Dow. But so far tonight, guys, the signals, I think something like 12 winners, 2 losers from London and Asia through this morning's pre-market. So pretty strong so far. And 10 seconds here. What are you thinking, Steve?
Yeah, it's gonna be a signal, and I'm gonna get on this trade.
All right, there you have it. So there we go. And you see, guys, it sets your stop loss automatically for you up here. I'll try to zoom out a little bit so you can see it a little better. You see right here, it's kind of hovered, but there's your stop loss. You can drag your stop right up there to, what they say, 51,312. There you go. And okay, that's a little bit off there. Just a bit there.
So TP1 is running into a bunch of previous pointed controls.
Yeah, and you've got S3 there as well.
What I probably will do, I've got 3 contracts in this one. I'm gonna unload 2 of them inside that
Ira, not so,
saw.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. Ira, not quite so fast, man. These things can turn around in a second. Let's see what the other markets are doing. A little bit of buying pressure on ES. We'll see what happens here. So, Steve, what are you saying? You moving your TP to S3?
59,969. Yeah, just above. Yeah, right at S3.
All right.
Well, I'm unloading most of them at S3.
Yeah, I kind of want to pull my stop. I kind of want to pull my stop to R3 and my profit to S3 and just make it one move.
And I'm gonna leave a runner going down to what is that, S4.
And guys, so what you're seeing on my screen right now, I'm on mini contracts, right? So if you guys are new to trading, you're just trading. So you see right now it says I'm up $105. Well, if you were just trading a micro contract, that means you'd be up $10, right? So don't be worried about what you see on my screen because I'm higher risk, right? I'm higher risk there on my account. So, Christina, what's up? My princess Tarion, Jabier, what's up? So right now we're in this Dow trade. As you can see on the screen, We've got a lot of stuff to get through to get down to our TP. Yeah, but right now looking pretty strong. Let's see. What's ES doing? ES still kind of fighting a bit. And the reason I look at ES is just because I've been noticing a lot lately, guys, that ES and Dows do converge a lot. So it's not necessarily a end all be all, but it's just something I look at when I'm in a Dow trade at this point. I look at the leading markets, which are typically the S&P and NASDAQ, right?
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm up 400. I'm thinking about going break even.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
You can.
I mean,
At
not
least slide it,
because I'm
get a
only one
risk-free
contract
trade.
in, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do, guys. Actually, for now, I won't go quite there yet. I'm going to pull down to R3. And we do have the EMA right here, so we'll see what happens off this EMA. TH, what's up? Paul, what's up? Idris, what's up? Yeah, and typically, guys, if I have more than one contract, you own me. Okay, cool. Typically, if I'm up, if I have more than one contract, I wait till TP1 and then I will slide my stop to break even. But since I'm only in one contract, I up one contract and probably halfway to TP1. I may move to break even here. We'll see. Okay. All right. Appreciate the comments and engagement. Hey, Duran, don't even worry about muting this clown, man, because I just appreciate the engagement. Thanks for helping us, dude. Emma, what's up? What's up, guys? In this Dow trade right now, Tanya, what's up? In this Dow trade right now, up 330, 335, 345. So if you guys were in a micro contract, you'd be up about $34, 36, 38 bucks right now. I'm in a mini contract, so it's 10 times that. But yeah, so you could be in this trade right now, much lower risk on the micro contracts versus these mini contracts that I'm in.
Let's see what else we got going on. Oil still at central pivot. Gold is still dumping. Not in a good position to look for any trades on gold right now, unless it gets back up to R4.
Yeah, gold. Yeah.
Euro
still looking for that move down.
Yes.
All right. At this point, guys, up about 500. I am going to move my stop to break even. I won't get out of it and take that 500 bucks, but I will go ahead and move my stop to break even at this point. All right, so we're at break even there. Risk-free trade for me now, up about 475. Like I said, we've got this EMA here. We'll see how long I'll let it battle it. I have no problem cutting a trade early if I see it going the other way. Typically, I like to ride it out, but like you said, like Steve mentioned earlier, there's a lot to get through right there.
Yeah.
So you got the EMA, then you've got what is it, pre-market? You got S3, just a lot of stuff stacked up right there, right? So let's see, ES starting to come down a bit. Gold still working its way down, kind of climbing down slow and steady. So let's see what happens on. Let's see what happens here. Futures guy 80. What's the best risk size?
That's all depends on you guys, man. That depends on your risk tolerance, your bankroll, your
size of your account.
Size of your account, man.
Yeah. So like
that's on you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I highly recommend, especially if you're just starting off or you're unsure, just micro contracts, lowest risk you can. Take a micro contract here, maybe up it to 2 if you start to feel comfortable, and just kind of work your way up from there, man. So like right now, if you were in a micro contract, you'd be up almost 50 bucks. Like I said, this mini contract is times 10. But yeah, it's a good question though, and that's totally a personal thing and based on your account.
One rule of thumb that I like to go by when trying to figure out what should I be risking is 1%, 2% rule. You know, it all depends on you. I like to risk on any one trade. I don't ever risk more than 2% on 2% of my total bankroll on any one trade. You know, some people might be a little bit more or stricter than that and only risk 1%, which is totally fine.
Too tough.
But
What's
that's the
up?
rule of thumb, man. Either
Angelina, what's
one
up?
one or 2% of your total bankroll if you're trying to figure out what's the best risk size.
All right, let's see, guys. You're watching here. You see I have the 21 EMA on my chart here that Dow is struggling with a bit. I really want to see it be able to break through there. And you see I slid my TP to S3 level just because it is an inside day, and that level can create some rejections there. So we'll see what happens. But right now, risk-free trade, and I'm really just interested to see how it reacts here at this EMA to see if price can get below that EMA. If it does, we're in good shape. If it struggles, I may cut it early and take some profit. We'll see. But that's where it's all just personal. That's where it's just personal preference, guys, too, man. Like, okay, right now, come on, just keep pushing down a little bit, keep pushing down a little bit. I really would love to see it close below that yellow line here, which represents the 21 EMA. TBD on if that happens. Right now, it does appear to be rejecting it a bit. I'll see what happens on this candle before I make a decision. CB, what's up?
Well, it's very close to my TP1.
Yeah, no problem, futures guy. No problem.
Couple of ticks.
That's what we're here for, bro. That is exactly what we're here for, man. All right, we're getting kind of close here. Where do you have your TP, Steve?
50,969 is my TP1. That's going to take out 2/3 of my position, and then I'm going to leave a runner for TP2.
Nick, what's up? Nate Perk, what's up? Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining.
And I'm going to move my stop now to break even.
So both risk-free trades for both of us now. Steve has his TP set at 969. Mine right now is at 954. However, like I mentioned, I'm going to see what it does around this 21 EMA and see if we can close below it before I make a decision. Right now, looking pretty good, getting pretty close to my TP anyway. What's up, guys? What's up? Appreciate it. Kylie, what's up? So up 6 something right now, 660, 650 on this Dow trade. About 3 seconds left on this candle. Let's see what happens. All right. We did close below the EMA. Let's go. Appreciate the likes on TikTok, guys, man. We don't ask for gifts or anything like that. Of course, if you want to go subscribe to our indicator, we'll take that. But yeah, just liking the live, sharing the live. That's really all we appreciate, guys. And you see this EMA right now, the 21 EMA kind of acting like a magnet for price. So we'll keep an eye on it. Pretty close right here. Let's go. Let's go.
I got my TP
one tick, and I am out. Why did it not take me out? And I'm out.
I still got a runner in this. I'm going to leave it in there and try to ride this thing down to.
It's not closing my position.
Trying to ride it down
there we
to
go.
50,821.
All right, so I'm out of there, guys. 840, I believe, on that one. 840 profit for the first trade of the morning. I'm glad you guys got to see it live off of our strong signal here. This is all off of our AI tool. Everything you see here, every key level, this blue shaded area, which is the volume value area, which we see, that's where price loves to live. It's why we use it. These demand zones, all of these pivot levels, and all of these different colors indicate it seems like a lot. It's really not. Once you just understand, the tabs are your Camarillo pivots. The multicolored lines are just your prior day low, your prior day high, your Asian high, your Asian low, so on and so forth. So yeah, we use that context, and that's why I slid my TP up a little bit, just because we had another key level there, and it's like, now, as you see, what did it do when it hit S3? Look at that. When it hit S3 again.
Yeah.
So that's why we trade these levels, guys. But good trade there, guys. Good trade. Good start to the day.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty
nice
A+ setup right there.
Yeah,
the way it wicked off the level.
Zero drawdown.
The previous candles that wicked off it showed the weakness. Then we got in on the strong
Tay-Tay,
displacement away from R3, and it just kept going from there. So that was a A+ setup, and rightfully so, graded a strong,
You still in? You still
strong
in there with
setup.
any contracts, or you're out fully now?
I'm still in it. I got a runner
Got a
going.
runner.
Yeah,
Just one contract left.
one contract.
Nice. So you already. So yeah. So nice profit for both Steve and I on the morning. Hopefully for you guys, if any of y'all took that trade with us. That's what we're here for, guys. Like, we would love for you to go over to alphaflowtrader.com and buy our indicators, so you can just do this on your own. But honestly, till you're ready for that, just come join us live Monday to Friday, New York session around 9 a.m. to say 11-ish, 11:30, and yeah, you can see exactly how we trade, every trade that we take in real time, and maybe help you gain some confidence there, right? Which is what it's all about. We are here for you guys. Training comes with it. So Ira, yes and no. So we don't officially sell training, but when you are a subscriber to one of our tiers, you basically have access to us, man. So now, how long that lasts, I don't know. As we grow, I'm sure it'll get tough, and we may have to create a community at some point for all of our subscribers. But right now, man, yes, you get us almost pretty much one-on-one. You have questions, you just ask us, man. You can DM us, you can email us, info@alphaflowtrader.com. One of us will get back to you.
We're gonna be adding a lot of training content
to the website. Yeah.
A lot of strategy content, basically going over what we look for on a daily basis. These Camarilla levels and these pivot levels, like what do we look for as our entries, our exits, and our stops. So yeah, we'll be adding some. We have a YouTube channel at Alpha Flow Trader on YouTube, and we're gonna be filling that channel up with upcoming strategy videos for you guys, man.
Yeah, absolutely. But in the meantime, you get even better, man. We're like I said, we're not these huge YouTube guru traders, scalper. Like we're just regular dudes that day trade, and we truly created this tool first for ourselves to help us make money, right? Trading, but like we really do just enjoy sharing it with people, man, friends, family. We shared it with friends and family first, and now sharing it with the public. And we really do we're not gatekeepers, man. We just really want everybody to succeed. And
We
that's
forgot to mention, guys, we traded right through news, but we had news at 10 o'clock, and that was Jolt's job openings, which came in positive. We got forecasted was 6.8 million job openings. We actually came in at 7.6. So there are jobs around. If you guys are if day trading doesn't work for you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, and two, whatever you do, when you see stuff, when you see stuff like this person, if you're running losses, join our Telegram group. Just avoid anybody that says anything like that ever. That's all I can tell you. Edson, we appreciate the follow, man. Ira, make sure you follow us too, dude, so you get notifications and you can see our new content when it goes up. Follow us here as well as on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. What that news does tell me, though, I know the positive, news, job market seems strong, but what that does tell me is that we are not getting any interest rate cuts anytime soon.
Correct.
And in fact, they may even raise interest rates by a basis point or so. So
yeah,
and market usually don't like that type of news. So even though we got positive labor market news, we may still keep coming down here.
Hey, you're welcome, Ira. Anytime, man. Anytime, dude. That's what we're here for, man. So far, I mean, the streak continues, right? An outstanding overnight streak and pre-market streak. I think 12 wins, 2 losses. Excuse me, off our signals. And then we started our day off with another Dow winner right there. So, yeah. Good morning so far. ES just inching its way up. NQ looking much stronger right now. NQ getting close to that R3 level, but I think we are more interested in R4.
Yeah.
On NQ here. So we'll see what happens here at R3, guys, but likely we're going to let it try to take out this prior day high up here.
Yep, exactly.
And see what happens.
R4.
You don't want to jump into a short here and then it says, wait a minute, I'm already so close to this prior day high. Let me grab that money real quick first. So you don't want to become the liquidity guys.
Yep.
Let's see what gold's doing. I haven't looked at gold. Gold's still just inching its way down. And speaking of those prior days, and I just talked about sweeping them, look what gold did, guys. Came down here, literally just barely swept and ticked past the prior day and rejected. Doesn't mean it's going to stay rejecting, but it just shows you why these key levels are key levels and why our tool is called Key Levels Pro AI. Bitcoin on the screen right now. They see a loss here on Bitcoin. We do not trade Bitcoin intraday like that right now. It does have some winners, but it's just not something that I keep it up here because I know a lot of you guys are in it, or enjoy it, and our signals do work on it. It's just I don't like the data as much as I like it on the other instruments, right? And then you see natural gas over here as well. Natural gas is a perfect example too, guys. I say that we're not scalpers, and this is not a scalping indicator. However, look at, so a really simple thing with our tool, we have things called market shifts, right? And when a market shift happens and is confirmed, you see the color of the candle change. So even though this candle right here should have been a red candle, notice we keep it green because we don't want to get you faked out. We want you to stay in that thing until you see a true market shift. When that candle color changes, now it's time to get out of that if you're in a long, right? But perfect example, you see it's chopping. You get a chance for a market shift indicator. You can barely see it there. There's a little down arrow, but as soon as that candle color changes, you could absolutely scalp that candle color from candle color to candle color, right? It's not what we do, but absolutely, if that's your thing and you're trying to get into more trades, you can absolutely trade these market shift candle colors, right? Especially if you stay with the trend. It's not a bad strategy. Bitcoin, guys, back below 68 or right around 68,000, which sucks for guys like me with long-term Bitcoin. But for day trading, that doesn't matter. Just griping out loud because I wish I would have taken my Bitcoin out when it was at 120,000 instead of half of it right now. But hey, there you go. There you go. Oil here, oil totally just basing right now. Really unsure, and I think that's not surprising given the conflicting news from the different governments, the whole Middle East situation. Zeke, what's up?
Yeah.
I'm
gonna move my stop. I'm sliding my stop down from break even now. I'm gonna retain
move it
a
to profit?
little bit more profit. I'm moving it down to London high.
Okay.
So I got my stop now at London high.
All right there, 51.86, right around there.
Runner, yeah.
51.83. Okay. So yeah, so me, you see, I'm already out of this trade. Entered here, out there, off this wick there. It was within a tick of that. Actually, for me, it went a little past where I had my TP1. I did not go with the app's TP1 only because of this level right here above it, and it was just stacked up with key levels. So I did slide my TP up a little bit after I went break even on the stop loss. Michael, what's up? Guys, just joining us, I'm Tim. To my left is Steve. Alpha Flow Trader is our suite of indicators that you can find at alphaflowtrader.com. You just saw one live in action. All of these key levels drawn automatically for you. You do not have to draw any more key levels or demand zones or supply zones. And then it gives you this, your reversal short signal. It gives you a grade, whether it's strong, good, weak, or poor. And then you can hover over it and get all the information that you see there about that trade. So a lot of other indicators like ours, two things that are different. One, they give you no context. They just show you an up arrow and a down arrow, and you're just like, oh my gosh, do I take them all? Do I not take some? We give you all the context as well as the key levels around it. And another thing is machine learning, guys. You won't find an indicator at our price point that actually gives you true machine learning, meaning that every signal, this one included, is sent back to our database, and then the AI uses that to make the signal stronger, right? To evolve. So yeah, so I think that's two key differences there.
Now this would be a good case right here as well. You see how Dow is flashing a shift.
Yes.
So that would be another reason
to get out of here,
to just cut my runner and get out. If this shift holds up,
Alfonso, what's up?
Then I'll get out.
Jam, what's up? Yeah, good call, Steve. Yeah, so like we just talked about the market shifts, guys. You see there, green, big candles up. You see it turn orange coming down. And what do you see happening now with that candle? Restricted in search because it contains under. Okay, we got to do this again.
What happened?
It just gave me that stupid warning again that it's not live or original content. I don't know why it does that, man. Like you can literally see. I guess because it looks the same to the AI. It looks the same chart, same whatever. I don't know, but yeah, TikTok. Today is June 2nd. It's 10:11 a.m. on the East Coast, so this is definitely not reproduced.
Yeah, this is
every single day I got to deal with that. It's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Or the multiverse.
Yeah, dude. Let's see here. All right, so about 7,700 likes on TikTok. We appreciate it, guys, and that's the best thing you can do to help support us, man. Obviously, you can go to alphaflowtrader.com and get our indicator for TradingView or Quantower. But just sharing the live, liking the live, interacting with us, guys. We're not TikTokers, we're not YouTubers, we're day traders, just regular dudes that day trade, and this is new to us, right? So not new, meaning social media is new to us, but just live streaming every day and becoming creators, so to speak, is new for us. So we appreciate any of the support you guys give us there. We don't ask for anything in return other than just your time. That's it. All right, so yeah, so that Dow, you do see a shift there. How do you like? Oh, Ira, you just tap on the screen, man. You literally, if you're, I don't know if you're on a computer or a phone. If you're on if you're on your phone, you can just tap this. You just tap the screen, and it'll give some likes. If you're on a computer, I'm not sure. I think you do. There's actual button.
Same thing. Just click on the.
You just.
There's a heart button actually.
Oh yeah. So if you're on a computer, there's a heart button, but if you're on your phone, you simply just tap the screen, man. And we do appreciate you sent us a gift. I appreciate that. We don't ask for anything. We obviously appreciate anything that gets sent. Like I said, we're not TikTok. We don't use TikTok to make money. We use trading to make money and then sharing what we do with you guys. But we absolutely appreciate it. Any support, man. All right, let's look over here at ES. ES is looking strong now, as well as NQ. NQ just busted Bast R3. ES has a ways to go to get there, but NQ looking strong as well as ES right now. And you see some of the other markets starting to turn with it here, Dow and Russell. We were in this Dow trade, took a short. I took the short for 840 for an 840 win. So if you're in one micro, it's an $84, $85 win for you. But you see, we just talked about that candle color shifting, right? So you see it shifting here. Now it hasn't closed, but right now it is definitely in a shift potentially. So we'll see what happens with this candle, and you'll get a kind of a live look at what that looks like when a market shift happens. Let's look at oil really quickly. Still, yeah, oil's starting to get a little bit of volume there.
Hopefully it doesn't shift and I stay in this trade.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. That's what we're hoping. That's what we're hoping. But we'll find out here shortly. Got about 30 seconds left, and it looks like it might be hanging in there. You do have that, Steve. I know you don't have it on your chart, but the 21 EMA right there is where price is just tapping right now.
Okay.
Yeah, if you see my screen, that's where it's at. These last four candles right there around the 21 EMA.
We're right at point of control too.
And
so
point of control.
See some volatility here, some choppiness.
Yep, that's right, Duran. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, and Ira, be sure to follow us too, man. That's make sure that you'll get alerts every morning. You can come see how we trade, see the results. Yeah, so let's look at gold for a second. Gold's sort of starting to base a little bit right here. It did come down and tap that prior day.
Do you see Duran in the room? I don't see him.
Yeah, Duran's on. Yeah, he just commented.
He ain't even in my my list, my viewers list.
Yep. Yeah, he just commented there. Duran, did you take that Dow trade with us or what?
Oh, what happened here? Did we get a shift? We sure did. Let me flatten out of here.
Yeah, you getting out of that thing?
Yeah, I'm out.
All right, so Steve getting out of the Dow trade. He already profited. He had one runner left, and he also took that for profit because why? He saw the candle colors change for our market shift, right? So, like I said earlier, if you're a scalper, you can trade color to color, and that would have been a time that you're out of there as soon as you saw that confirmation. So Steve basically treated it the exact same way. Hey Tim, Red Raider 216. Hey, what's up? Let me click on you. Do I know you?
Let me just
set
this real because this is crazy.
Let me see. Oh no, you got some nice dogs there though. Red Raider, what's up, man? Do I know you from outside of TikTok? Oh, was in a work meeting. Damn, you missed it, Duran. Little banger on Dow real quick. So yeah, Red Raider, join, give us a follow, man, if you're not following us already. And let me know. Yeah, Steven, what's up? You knew my name, so that's why I do say my name like 14 times in the live. So.
Ron.
Huh?
Ron.
Oh, Ron? Ron. Oh, what's up, my guy? My boy, Big Ron. What's up, dude? Glute spread? Come on, bro. What's with all the? I know it's Pride Month, y'all, and we love everybody. But come on, man. Like, what's with all that, man? Oh, good to see you, Ron, man. I'm glad to see you on here, bro. Yeah, Ron's one of the OGs, man. Like, yeah, him and his cousin Chris was like my best friend, like a brother to me, man. And when I was just young, and really young, 17 years old, just in the streets a little bit. Ron and Chris were my guys, man, and yeah, that's my guy. He's Sean, that whole crew. It's all
Okay. What's going on, Ron?
Yeah. Glute spread, Steven, man. What do they say? What is it? Every something attack is a confession or something like that. So you just tell us, you let us know what you've been doing all weekend, bro. Anyway, but yeah, I guess happy Pride Month to those that celebrate. Like I said, we're all inclusive over here. So Steven, you're good. Yeah, we appreciate everybody. All right, so far this morning we just took a Dow winner short. Throughout the night, Asian and London sessions, as well as pre-market New York, I think we had 12 winners, 2 losers. So an outstanding day overnight and into the morning so far today. Especially if you trade Asia and London, you definitely had a great night. Maybe our boy Sean was on there on that London session using. I don't know. I actually never shared it with him. Sean's gonna have to pay full price actually at this point. Oh no, I love you, Sean. Still, but Wimpy Kid, what's up?
Man, this market shift though. Gonna pump fake me out of my
damn it, did it? Yeah, it did. Look at that shift and shift back. That's all right though, man. That's all right. You had, like, what do you say? You can't go broke taking profit.
Yeah, it was just a runner anyway.
So, yeah. How many did you have in? 3 total?
Just one. Yeah, I had 3 total.
3 total, and then you got out 2/3.
Left 1. Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. But yeah, guys, man, give us a follow. Join us, man. Trade with us. Obviously, we'd love for you to go over to alphaflowtrader.com and get our indicator, which gives you every tool you see on the screen right now, including these signals. But in the meantime, and you kicking the tires a little bit, dipping your toes in the water, just join us on our lives Monday to Friday, 9 to 11-ish, sometimes 9:30 to 11:30, just depending on how the market's moving, what we have to do elsewhere, because we're typically done by lunchtime. Yeah, any questions you have, let us know.
We're probably going to be off a little early today.
Yeah, we'll be off a little early today. I do have an appointment, so we'll probably be off around 11 today. So hopefully we get another setup before then. If not, I'm pretty happy with that 840 win this morning. And yeah. Looking at ES and NQ here, guys. ES, we're really waiting for it to get way up here because you see you've got the prior day high here. So R3 technically is in play because it's an inside day, meaning that today's price is currently inside of yesterday's range.
Mm-hmm.
But you see that prior day high above it. So right above you don't want to rush yourself into a short there. Maybe if you see it confirm below back, you truly reject the Camarillo level, but otherwise you have to assume it's going to want to, if it gets that close, it's going to
be perfect price action like what we saw here on Dow.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that said, I'd be looking for R4s on ES now. Same thing with NQ. It's at R3 right now, but R4 is more enticing, and it's above prior day high and these highs right here.
So we'll see what happens. NQ, I'm still kind of intrigued by. I don't know why at R3, but like I said, I'd have to see perfect price action.
Yeah.
Right, to dip in, to cut into the profit that was already made today on Dow. Russell kind of just basing around right now. Let's look at gold. All right, gold. We had, you see, gold, perfect example for scalping. Candle color change. You see the shift to the orange candle. You scalp that all the way down till this candle color change. That's a banger.
Yeah, continuation short there on that trend.
Yep. Euro, same thing. You could have got some really good short scalps on Euro as well. Natural gas just climbing up, no signals obviously. Bitcoin we don't care about right now, and oil just chopping around. Not too unexpected, just given the news the last 24 hours or so out of the Middle East. Yeah, so let's see what Dow does. See if Dow's going to piss Steve off here. But no, yes, so Steve and I both already took profit on this trade here. Steve had one runner in that he got out when he saw this market shift, which was a smart play. And then it did shift right back. So scalpers, that's where I say you could enter your short scalp there. The base, that mine, I probably wouldn't here just because of all these key levels right here below it. But you certainly could attempt it. Yeah, gold S3 looks pretty strong, right? I think just because it's in that demand. I mean, it does have the prior day low down there, so S4 obviously stronger, but
Yeah,
just with it being in that demand zone, S3 inside the demand zone,
yeah,
right here. And this,
yeah,
guys, so
that
you see
does look
this,
pretty
you see this,
strong.
you see this huge demand zone. So there's actually two stacked on top of each other. This is all automatically drawn with our tool. Oops.
Yep.
Let me just refresh this one. Reload without saving. Yeah. You see it. So those demand zones I was talking about, it'll take a second to reload here.
Yeah, I definitely would like gold if it came through S3 and even tapped prior day's low. Take out prior day's low and then turn around. So yeah, either the halfway between S4 S3 or just go straight to S4 and turn around there as well.
Yep.
Would be a good strong gold signal.
Yeah, so this is what I was saying here on gold. Sorry, guys, I had to reload it up here. This demand zone down here. So if you've been trading supply and demand, you know what it's like in the mornings or the nights to have to go back, scroll back on the higher time frames, find your supply zones, manually first identify them, then manually draw them all out, change them every day. No, all that's done. You throw that in the trash can. You just one indicator and it's all there. All of your supply and demand zones, all of these key levels from prior sessions and prior days and weeks, as well as these Camarilla pivot levels that we trade on a regular basis. All right, so gold would be interesting if it gets down here to 44.86 for a possible long there. This Dow trade that we were in earlier, still fighting. You see where I exited right here, just one tick shy of TP1 because of this S3 level I got out early. Steve took two contracts for profit before that and had one runner in that he exited on this market shift, which that's what it's there for, to give you context, guys. And right now we'll see if it continues its move, but it looks like it's going to base here for a minute, like similar to what Russell is doing. ES and NQ hit that value area high. It's starting to turn around. Created that value area high technically. It started to turn around. Now you do see a strong flash on NQ. Let me think about that one.
I've got a weak here on
it's weak on trading. It's a weak signal. So you see, and it's flashing. It's not a confirmed signal, guys. Right? It's not a confirmed signal. That's why it's yellow, because our signals do not confirm and give you an entry until this time frame closes. So for us, it's 5 minutes. And it looks like it's about to. Let's see what it does. And it did confirm a weak signal. I'm probably going to avoid it just because there's some liquidity up above it, but we'll see what happens with it just the same.
Big risk to 239 ticks.
Yeah, huge risk, 239 ticks.
120, or in your case, 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000 for one contract. Yeah, so not really interested in that one, fellas, ladies, just because I'm already up almost $1,000 on the day, and I'm not looking to reverse it off of a weak signal. So that's where context comes in. That said, if you're trading on your funded account, your prop firm of eval, something like that, I probably would take this if I was on an eval potentially. David, what's up? So Speedy, what's up, man? All right, so yeah, a lot of winners overnight and in the morning, and then we just had our Dow winner a second ago. Our AI is technically in a trade right now. We are not personally in it, but our AI signal is. You see the information on the trade that it called there. And again, guys, that's something that's much different about our indicator. Is we don't just give you triangles up, triangles down. We give you context and structure so you can make a better decision, right? And literally that's why we built it for ourselves, right? We didn't just build this to say, oh, let's start selling indicators. We built it for ourselves to help us make money trading.
Futures got on average about 2 trades a day. Some days maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
But on average, about 2 trades a day.
And that kind of depends on the outcome of the first trade, right? Too, right? Because you have to have a daily limit, a daily loss limit. So, say if you say, okay, I'm only willing to risk, for me maybe $500 a day. You maybe for you it's $50 a day on micro contracts, whatever it may be. You have to have that, and you have to stick to it, because there's no room for deviation. That's when your whole strategy, all of your risk reward gets messed up. So you have to have that and you have to stick to it. So if that's one trade to get there, just one trade. If it's two or three, it's two or three.
Yeah.
So that's really kind of just a sort of, not really a personal thing, but it's just based on your own personal situation. Right now, that NQ looking pretty strong. ES definitely looking strong as well. NQ did come below VWAP. I'm pretty sure it's now going to hit TP1. ES now fighting right at VWAP as well. VWAP is this yellow blue line right here that's drawn out from our tool automatically as well. So if you did take that NQ trade, right now you're in profit and inching towards TP1 already. Futures guy, we appreciate the questions. Anything else, man, just let us know. All right. Yeah, let's watch it. We'll just, since this is active trade with our signal, let's watch it. And like I always say too, man, when we don't take trades, but our signals do call them, we're like parents watching our kids' baseball game. Like we say, okay, we got to see how this plays out, you know?
Future, that's a very good question. Really, because we're up on the day, and this signal that NQ just signaled is labeled as a weak signal. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but it is labeled as a weak signal. So if I'm up on the day now, from this point on, I'm in what Tim likes to call profit protection mode. So I'm only looking for another A plus signal. So strong, good, or it has to be a good or a strong labeled signal,
with some,
or just an A plus setup, just
with some context around it.
Yeah. Just an A plus setup. And for me, this NQ signal is not an A plus ideal setup for me to take as a second trade.
Watching charts is my TV. Hey, same, man.
Now, if it was the first trade of the day and this was the first signal that we got, what is it, an hour and a half or an hour into our trading session,
maybe take a lower risk. Yeah,
I'd take this NQ as my first trade of the day. But we're already up on the day, so we're just looking for A plus setups from this point on.
Yeah, Ira, that's I hear you, man. Same. So now I will say that definitely I used to be the same way. I still do watch them throughout the day, constantly checking my phone when we're done with our session and all that. But just be careful of fatigue there, man, because you start seeing things. You stare at it so long. Just take breaks, man. You stare at it so long, you start seeing things that you start questioning things. You know. But I'll tell you what though, what'll make, I think you'll notice whenever if you get our indicator and you throw it on TradingView, it's going to make chart watching even more fun because you're going to see these signals. You can go back and find past signals. Let me see if I can find one here. No, not one there on the NQ. I'll have to go too far back. Let's see. ES, I'll give you an example. So on ES here, say you're watching the chart, you can go back and hover over every past signal that it called. There's one, there's one. There's one, and those are all winners, by the way. And you can look at those, except for this one. You can go look at those and see why it called that trade, why it was graded, what it was graded, and it kind of gives you. It's almost like you can use the indicators almost to learn backwards, like because you can see the stuff happening in real time. You can see the decisions that the AI is making, and then use that to sort of teach yourself as well.
Yeah, back tests. You could use them as if you want to back test results, you can go back in time and. See how it's done at particular times.
Back testing, absolutely. Back testing is so important. And that's one cool thing. That's another thing about our tool that's different from other indicators that give signals is you can scroll back anytime and go look at all the signals that were called and hover over it, and it's going to give you that same information. Whereas any other indicator, all you're going to see is triangle up, triangle down, triangle up, triangle down, which is just, to me, it makes no sense. I'm really surprised that there's not more indicators that actually do give that context. But to me, I think it's just lazy. Or they really just don't care because their whole thing is volume, just volume. But ours is not. We're more quality over quantity, man. All right. So yeah, this NQ trade right now, reversing, right? You see it came down to VWAP, tapped VWAP right here, this blue line, it started reversing. And this is one too, guys, where given it was a weak signal, but then also I see that EMA and VWAP stacked right on top of each other. That's another reason why I personally would avoid that trade. Just because there was not enough room between there to really profit. And price does love to react off of this VWAP line. even more so than the ZMA, which it's doing both right now. So, so that's why. Dow just chopping like crazy now. See what?
Yeah, Dow just caught in a range now.
Yeah.
A point of control range.
Dandre, what's up? You see here what it looks like there was a loss here on crude. I certainly would not have taken this trade. It was a value area high trade. S3 at value area high. Sorry, it was strong, but just with the way the news and everything's been working and the way it's been moving, I think I would have avoided this trade regardless. And you were not in it very long if you did get in it, but that's okay. You can't win them all, guys. Like, and when you have a strategy and you stick to that strategy, and say your strategy is you risk $50 every trade and you take no less than 100 on every trade, guess what? You can win half your trades and still be profitable.
These are one of those filters that I said I would filter out today
for crude.
That crude oil. So it's a continuation trade. However, I specifically told Claude that whenever we're more than halfway to central pivot,
just forget about it.
We're gonna suppress those signals.
Yeah. That makes sense. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging with us. If you're just joining us, I'm Tim. This is Steve to my left. Alpha Flow Trader is our indicator suite. Everything you're seeing here is one indicator of ours on the screen. Everything from this value area in blue to all these key levels to these little demand zones, right? That's all one tool that we use. And then the sort of icing on top of it is these signals. And you see the signal here. It was a weak signal, right? So we grade it automatically for you, but you can get all the information on the signal there. And winning signals, guys. Like I think, like I said, overnight, I think it was 12 wins, 2 losses. So far today, it's probably 4 wins and a loss, maybe something like that, maybe 2. We'll go back and do a count later because I think it's going to be one of those days where we should do a recap from Asia through today. But yeah, crude struggling there, and crude, guys. Just I'll tell you, crude is special just because it gets special circumstance because it is so directly tied to every little bit of breaking news that comes out right now. So it's fun to trade. It's volatile, but it's also one of those things where do better at trading at night. Hey man, yeah, like what times you talking about, Ira? Like Asian session, like maybe 7, 8 p.m. Or are you talking about like London, like 2, 3 a.m.? I do personally enjoy trading at night as well. I have not done it 7 to 10. Yeah, that's a good time, man. We're going to start doing those here in the next couple weeks as well. We're going to start doing some night sessions with you guys because a lot of people, just can't, they can't trade during the day, right? During the New York morning session, they're in meetings, they're at work, doing whatever they're doing. But also because I just kind of enjoy it. It's calm. It's a lot less noisy, and our signals work great then as well. So Ira, we'll definitely start doing some Asian sessions, and you guys can join us there as well. And our signals do work very well in Asia as well. They work well across all of them. New York morning, Asia, those prime Asia hours, and then the prime London hours, say 2 to 4. Our signals do very, very well.
Do you see a signal there on ES?
Yes. I do not. On TradingView, I do not.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, wait a second. Yeah, I do.
I don't see the label, but
I don't see the label, but
TP1s, TP2s.
Yeah, that's weird. Now I know before it did, it pushed the label way down. There was a bug, but I do.
Line too. That line looks like a long wick that goes all the way down there.
Which is not. Yeah. So no, I do not see that, but I do see the TPs and the stop losses. So we'll check that out after the live and see what's going on there.
I'm almost certain that's one of those continuation signals that I would filter out because it's right at central pivot. It's coming off of S3.
Yeah. Well, it did break Asia and London high though. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. This NQ trade just kind of going the opposite way now. Dow, you see, we already had our winners. I don't know where it went. Oh, that's gold. That's why. Dow, you see the trade we took there. Gold did not quite make it down. Gold really just came down to its prior day level and just started reversing there. So we'll see what happens on gold. Gold has been pretty bearish lately, y'all, too, which is interesting. You see one flashing. You see a signal flashing on Bitcoin. We don't trade it, but we'll see what happens there if it closes in about 2.5 minutes. Why can't I see chat? Be right back. Sophia, appreciate the follow. Appreciate the follow. Welcome, guys. If you're just joining us, I'm Tim. This is Steve. Alpha Flow Traders, our indicator suite, our suite of indicators that you can find at alphaflowtrader.com. It gives you all of these key levels, the value areas, the supply and demand zones, everything drawn automatically for you, and then it pops out these winning signals for you. Not that everyone wins, but as of late, we're in the high 60% win rate, which is for day trading, as you guys know, that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome, guys. And it just gets smarter, right? Because like I said, we use machine learning, true machine learning. So every signal that wins, loses, whatever those results were, whatever the context was, it all gets sent back to our machine learning database to track it for us. And then also the indicator just makes itself smarter by way of doing that. Smiley, what's up? Let's see, what do we want to look at here?
Like the market's starting to curl back up now.
Yeah.
Now, I still would have made out okay. It would have got to my London high and stopped me out anyway, so I got out.
Yeah, a good call there.
Good enough.
Good call. ES kind of getting outside of its high volume area, which is indicated by this blue here. This whole area that you see in blue is the volume session profile, right? And if you notice, price typically likes to stay within here, something like 70% of the time, right? So that's when it does get out of there, you start thinking about how it's going to come back there, and that's where these other levels come into play as well. Bailey, what's up? Appreciate it. Appreciate the like, man. Appreciate it.
Did we say? Oh, yeah. So Bitcoin just came. Now, did you talk about Bitcoin? Or
I did. I did. I said it's flashing. Yeah, 50 seconds left. It's flashing on a weak signal here. Bitcoin is not going to take it, but we'll watch it still just to see what happens. I do want to show you guys something as well. So remember I told you can use this on any time frame, right? So if you like to trade the 1 minute, 2 minute, 5, 15, whatever. So I'm going to switch over to the 2 minute chart on gold just for a second to show you guys something. If you do like to trade those 2 minute time frames, which I know a lot of you guys do. You just give it a second to load up, guys. Our indicator has a lot of power behind it, so it takes just a second to load up when you switch charts. All right, so there, look, perfect example. Weak signal here off of gold on the 2 minute chart, but look, already a TP2 winner on the 2 minutes. So that's why I say it does work on all time frames, guys. You just have to decide what time frame you're most comfortable with and how you want to trade that. But we do the 5 minute just because we prefer a little bit bigger and longer moves, but you can absolutely be profitable with our signals on the 2 minute as I'm showing you right here. So now let me switch back to my 5 minute. There we go. And you see, if you notice, the 5 minute has not called anything yet because these are 5 minute time frames, right? But within these two 5 minute time frames, you've already hit a 2 minute winner. So it's all just preference, guys, on what you like to trade. Carl, what's up? Kai, what's up? 3 minute, interesting. I don't think I've ever even traded a 3 minute.
Yeah, people just.
Yeah, I mean, I know you can trade any time frame.
3, yeah.
Yeah, I know you can trade any time. That's interesting though. I've never
One's pretty popular, even 2 minutes. Some people, when we tell them we trade the 2 minute, the most common ones are the 1 minute and 5 minute.
Yeah,
2 minutes and 3 are.
Yeah, and I never really look at the 1 minute. One of these days, I'll go back and look and see what they looks like on the 1 minute. But I just know it's got to be noisy as heck.
Yeah,
you know, I used to scalp on the 1 minute, guys, and it just was a little too stressful. All right. Oil, nothing really happening. Starting to come down. ES climbing up. Look at that crazy wick right there. Just wick down to that EMA and VWAP and right back up. So let's see what happens if it gets up there. NQ, you're still in this trade. If you took this NQ off our signal, you're still in it. You're down right now, but you're still in it and starting to get a little bit of price action your way. So we'll see what happens there. It is noisy. Okay, yeah. I'll check it out, man. Yeah, I've never traded the 3 minute, man. I've traded the 1, the 2, the 5, the 15, and then some swing trading as well. And that's another thing, guys. So swing traders, you like to be in multi-day, multi-week positions. You scroll back on the larger daily and weekly time frames. Our signals work really well there as well. It's not just for this intraday quick trades, right? It works really well on swing trading as well. as well as on the equities. So if you have it loaded up on TradingView and you go look at some of your favorite stocks to watch, you'll see it calls pretty accurately calls the moves on equities, individual stocks as well. Oh, excuse me, guys. A little tired here, man. All right.
So Russell never did quite get to that R4 level.
No, it didn't.
That'd be an interesting one to watch here at R4.
All right. Yeah, Russell here, guys. Russell, which we've traded a lot the last couple weeks, not so much this week, but Russell has done well for us. Steve mentioning that it looks like it might want to head to this R4 level, which it has not tested quite yet. So that could be an interesting setup for a short there. We'll see how that plays out. In the meantime, we got about 15 minutes. We got about 15 minutes left. And just because we have to cut out a little bit early today. But so far, a nice big winner on the day. And if you took any of the pre-markets or overnight trades, it was our signals just went crazy. You would have walked away last night with, I mean, you could have taken as many as 10 winners last night with only losing one or two, if you're that type of volume trader. Never tried Russ. Russ is cool, man. I use 3 minute for confirmation and enter on the 1 minute for scalps. Okay, got you, man.
Yeah, Russ is pretty good, man.
Yeah. Russell's been a pretty good instrument for us, man. And it is like not many people do trade it. Like it's not one of the more popular indexes, right? But it's
very liquid though.
Yeah,
very, very liquid.
Yep.
Moves are clean.
Yep. Guys, almost 12K likes on TikTok. We appreciate you guys, man. But yeah, Russell's pretty good, man. And like if you get our indicator, just watch it. Just once you load it up, just go back and look at Russ and see how it moves. And but yeah, we've done pretty well with Russell, especially the last few weeks.
Yeah, Russell's good for inflation data days, like when we had or FOMC days as well. Russell will move very volatile.
Yep. And yeah, and you said you scalp too. So like I mentioned, Ira, this is not a scalping indicator. However, if you run it on the 1 or 2 minute, it technically becomes a scalping indicator at that point, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So you take our indicator and put it over your 1 or 2 minute charts or 3 minute charts, then it does become a scalping indicator. But even if you're on the higher time frames, you can scalp just based off candle color change. Just make sure you're going with the trend. So if it's a bullish overall trend, only try to scalp longs and vice versa if it's short, right? To me, that's the safest way to scalp is with the trend.
We got Russell approaching this R4.
Yeah, we'll see what it does there. ESNNQ climbing, starting to battle back up. Oil just kind of sitting around, and gold climbing back up as well. Gold might be interesting up at this R3 level, but really want to see it get up here to R4 at this point. I don't like scalps, but the wicks scare me. Oh yeah, man. It's yeah, that's one thing when I was trading on the 1 minute, man. It's like it's just too noisy for me. I had some success with it, and then not so much, and I just decided, you know what, I'm going back because this is what we started on the 5 minute chart, and that's where we circled back to, just because it's what we know. It's predictable, more predictable, and a lot more calm, right? Anything you can do to make the psychology of trading any easier on yourself, I recommend doing it. And we always talk about every day how learning how to read charts is not even the hard part, right? Like it takes some time, but it's not that hard. The hard part is mentally managing yourself, right? And that goes for everybody. I mean, we all dealt with those things. We've all overtraded. We've all revenge traded. We've all, chased trades.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. And that's something me personally, like I literally stepped away for 30 days with a mentor and just built my discipline back up. Right. And came back. I stepped away from Steve and from my guys, my kids, went for about 30 days with a guy who only trades one setup, one asset, and doesn't care. And what that did was and doesn't care if he gets a trade or doesn't get a trade. And what that did was just taught me extreme discipline and patience, but also showed me that if you just stick with the strategy, it doesn't matter if you lose a couple trades, because overall you're going to have a winning week, you're going to have a winning month, a winning quarter, so on, as long as you stay methodical and robotic about it.
Yep.
Also, guys, I think we have one more day left. If you go to BuellKnox.com,
let's see.
we have an 89% off promo code for a prop firm eval at Buell Knox that you guys can get. The promo code is Alpha Flow, all caps. One thing I do like Buell Knox. One thing I personally don't like about it is that I can't trade it on TradingView. But you can't beat it. I do have 8 or 9 Buell Knox accounts already on my Quant Tower setup that I copy trade as well. So yeah, we trade live cash as well as prop firms. All right, so we do both.
Yep, one more day on the Buell Knox.
One more day.
89%. Let me put that code in the room for you guys.
Let's see what Russell does here at R4. Might be our second and last trade of the day. We only got about 12 minutes left. And we'll see what happens there. I'm gonna have to love this trade just because I'm already up, like I said, about 850 on the morning off one trade. So I will definitely take that with a grain of salt, depending on how it looks when the signal is fired.
Man, what we got? 12 minutes left. See if we get a walk-off winner.
Yeah, we had a good walk-off yesterday on oil. Nice walk-off win on oil yesterday. Yeah, nice walk-off winner on oil yesterday. Had actually 2 back-to-back winners on oil. So yesterday we had 2, two oil winners. The second one was a funny one because I did not see the signal, although it did fire on Quant Tower. I just really liked the setup, so I took it and walked out of here with a winner. Nice little walk-off. All right, Dow or Russ, looks pretty strong as it pumped through. It didn't even phase at that R4 level. So we'll see what happens. It has now gone past it. We'd have to see it come back below it. And guys, you keep hearing us saying R4, S3, S4. Those are support and resistance, and they're called Camarilla pivot levels. Camarilla pivots have been around forever, since around 1989. And they're just institutional levels. Nobody really quite understands them, us included, but we know how they work anyway, or we know what they can produce. So that's why it's a big part of our strategy. We trade value area highs and lows. We trade support and resistance, which is the Camarilla levels, and then we also trade supply and demand, which is your big supply and demand zones, which you're not really seeing any right here. You got a small little demand zone there, and a small one here, but like here, you see a small supply zone, 30-minute time frame supply zone that was drawn out by our tool for you there.
So Russell did take out those previous highs from
that we were looking for earlier, right?
Evening. Yep.
Yeah. So we'll see. Does Russell want to turn around there, grab some liquidity, and head down? We'll find out here shortly. Since we have,
going to do some call outs.
Yeah, we have about 10 minutes, guys. I'm gonna pass the screen over to Steve, and for these last 10 minutes or so, I'm gonna pass it over to Steve and let him show you what you guys can be looking for the rest of the day. Obviously, this is not financial advice. We're just showing you guys what some of the potential setups could be. All right, so there you go. Steve, your screen is on TikTok, and let me get it on the others. And there you go. So your screen is now on everything.
All right. So yeah, we'll start out with ES. I would actually prefer ES to come to R4. It is approaching R3, but I just like how R4 is above prior day's high and above these previous highs right here. So I would look for R4 on ES if we get up to that level. Look for a reversal back to the downside on R4. On NQ, we are at R3 already. We're in a single already off of R3. NQ is another one, same thing. I'd prefer the R4 level just because we have prior day's high here, and we get above these this area right here where we have more than likely a bunch of resting orders, or your limit orders, your stop orders, some a good area for liquidity to grab here. All right, so R4 on NQ is what I'd be interested in for the rest of the day if it gets there. Russell, paying close attention to R4 now on Russell. The reason why I like it is because we have these highs that we just crossed over, as well as the R4 level that we just crossed over. So if we start seeing some weak price action to the downside, I would definitely be interested in Russell here at the R4 level. Dow, same thing with Dow. We already got our winner off of R3. I am now looking for R4.
Up here at 51,414.
Yes, at 51,414. R4 does look pretty strong. It gets above these all-time highs right there. Yeah, R4 actually would be a new all-time high as well. So, and we got prior month's high lined up there as well. So R4 looks like a pretty strong level for Dow if we get there today. Oil, not really interested in anything oil related today. Let's see what R3 looks like. R3, don't really like that level.
Too much right above it.
Yeah, too much red above it, and then R4 is all the way up here. Maybe if we get to R4, this was actually the level you played.
It's going to take. I think it's going to take some war news to get up to R4 today.
Yeah. So realistically, not really interested in anything.
I mean, what about S3 if it gets into that demand zone?
Now S3, yes. So S3, we've had a couple. It's chopped around S3 already.
Yeah.
Today, and like we had a couple, maybe one or two losses off of S3 already. So for me,
probably avoiding it.
Probably avoiding S3. If it comes out of S4, I'd be interested in S4 because
it's oil and it's going to go up.
Stop orders here as well. So yeah, S4 I'd be more interested in than S3 on oil.
And real quick, while you're on oil, Steve, I forgot to do this, I think yesterday, but we always do our Alpha Flow Trader gas price check-in of the day.
Yeah, go ahead.
And, we did see a little bit of relief. It came down into the 80s a little bit, but remember, the price was at the 60s before the war started. So right now we're sitting at about almost $92 a barrel. So the bad news is that gas prices are not going down today, y'all.
All right, let's go for gold. Gold's another one where S3s, if it comes down to S3 for sure, I'd be interested in a turnaround here. A lot of good confluences. We got Asia low here, S3. We got a big daily demand zone right here at the edge of S3, as well as prior days low.
Yeah.
So S3 looks like a good level to start looking for longs if gold comes down to this level.
Yeah, around 44.86, guys. Around 44.86, you see it's at the top. It's right here in the sort of near the top of this demand zone.
Yep.
And yeah, it's a nice huge demand zone we've been looking at for a couple of days, waiting to see what's going to happen with it.
Yep. And last one is Euro. Let's see if we see anything potential setting up on Euro. Euro has been hovering around R3, R4, maybe R4. I'd give Euro a look at just because it lines up here with this previous high. So yeah, if you can get above R4, above these highs, and then turn around, I'd be interested in a signal there. And let's see what S3 looks like. Don't really like S3. Probably be more interested in S4 if it can get down there, but that's a long shot for Euro. Yeah, that's a long shot for now. So yeah, realistically, R4 would probably be our best shot. And if it does get to R4, I'd be interested in R4 on Euro USD. All right, I think that covers all of them.
Cool. All right, yeah, we got about 5 minutes, guys. Like I said, we do have to jump off a little early. We typically stay with you guys till around 11:30, but got to jump off a little early today, take care of some stuff. But yeah, and so interestingly enough, you see here, I'm looking at here. Let me share my chart again. Just looking at that ES signal, no signal.
Yeah, signal, no signal.
Yeah, so which did hit TP1.
Yeah.
At least it looks like it did.
Yeah, I'll go back and sort that out, figure out what.
Yeah, so you see, guys, like we don't see our label, so we might have a little bug. We'll go check out, but either way, you see it did set your stop loss has already moved to break even, but it sets your stop for you, and then it's your TP1 and TP2, and as you can see, TP1 has already been hit right here for 42 tick move. So there's another winner on ES. ES just been on fire the last 12 hours or so, y'all. Yeah. Like since last night through this morning, ES has probably pumped out like 7-8 wins and 1 loss with our signals. So. All right. Ira, hey, I got to give you a shout out, man. Duran, yes, sir. Ira, man, got to give you a shout out too. We appreciate you, man, tapping in and being engaging and asking questions, man. And we look forward to chatting with you more, man, and seeing if we can help each other out, man. Help you out, help us out, and just like to see you guys growing, man. Grow with us, man. Like I said, we are not gatekeepers. We just really want everybody to be able to quit their jobs if that's what they want to do, or at least supplement it, right? If they love their job, just because you absolutely can make money in these markets, and using a tool like ours just makes it a lot easier. But all right, guys, real quickly, alphaflowtrader.com is the website. That's alphaflowtrader.com. You can get all the information. We have a great learning section for new traders. You, of course, can learn all about our products there. You can also reach out to us there if you want to email us. Alternatively, you can also DM us on any of our social platforms at AlphaFlowTrader, except for X, it's at AlphaFlowTrades. But every other social platform is at AlphaFlowTrader. You do have one more day for the Buellnox promo code over at buellnox.com, BULENOX.com. And the promo code is all caps AlphaFlow, which I think is 89% off a prop eval right now. So yeah, but we don't care. Like, we don't care what prop firms you guys use. Go get them. Go get your prop firm evals. If you're unsure, get your prop firm evals. Come join us Monday to Friday morning. Trade with us. We'll help you get those accounts passed, and you can see for yourself. We can show you better than we can tell you. So yeah, alphaflowtrader.com. I'm Tim. This is Steve. Just two regular dudes that day trade for a living and created our own indicator that you see on screen here. And that's it. Am I forgetting anything?
No. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, man.
Ira, we appreciate you, man, a lot, for real, man. Make sure you follow us if you haven't already, and just reach out, man.
Yeah.
DM us, actually. I'd like to holler at you about a couple things. All right. Yes, sir. All right, go. What'd you say, Steve? Sorry.
No. We started the week off good. Monday was good. Tuesday's good. Let's continue it on. See how Wednesday goes.
Let's go. All right, y'all. Appreciate it, man. Have a good rest of the day, and we'll check in with you guys in the morning. All right. God bless.